Hey, Stay Fam! Imagine scrolling through your X feed late at night and suddenly stumbling upon a clip that makes your heart skip a beat. Hyunjin, the undeniable visual king of Stray Kids, who always leaves us weak with those captivating narrow eyes, pouring out his deepest feelings to Felix. Yes, Felix, the sunshine boy whose freckles look like stars scattered across the night sky. In this two kids' room discussion, tears fall, hearts break, and one massive question hangs in the air. Is this the end of HyunLix as we know it? Don't even think about clicking away, because I'm about to break it all down in detail that will have you crying right along with them. Get your tissues ready. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster you won't forget. Before we dive deeper, let's set the context so no one gets lost. For anyone new to the K-pop world, Two Kids Room is Stray Kids' iconic series where two members sit together and have raw, heartfelt conversations like spilling your soul to your best friend in the middle of the night. This isn't your typical chaotic variety show full of games. It's pure, deep, soul-to-soul talk that often leaves fans in tears. This particular discussion, featuring Hyunjin and Felix, was released on the official Stray Kids YouTube channel and immediately started trending on X. These two have long been known as the ultimate romantic duo, constantly sparking fan speculation about their incredible chemistry. Hyunjin, the artistic soul who loves drawing and photography, paired with Felix, the deep-voiced ray of sunshine that makes every alt bias weak. They talk about the past, the present, and their dreams for the future, but with an intensity that hits straight in the feels. Everything here comes straight from the official video, no random gossip from overthinking fans on Twitter. Now, let's get into the main part that will keep you completely hooked. We start right at the beginning of the discussion. The two of them are sitting in a cozy room with a bed and sofa, giving off major sleepover with your crush vibes. They flip through old photos and instantly we're thrown back to their trainee days. Hyunjin laughs about how short his hair used to be, saying he looked like a baby, while Felix teases that he looks way more manly now. They laugh together, but underneath it all is this heavy wave of nostalgia that tugs at the heartstrings. Think about it. From walking the streets of Paris together during Fashion Week, taking photos and healing, to now being global superstars. Felix calls those moments in France fascinating and truly healing for him. Hyunjin admits that he used to struggle understanding his own photography style, but Felix helped him realize he prefers landscapes over portraits. These little shared hobbies, cameras, traveling, late-night drives, they become their way of supporting and healing each other in the chaos of idol life. As the conversation deepens, Felix invites Hyunjin to lie down under the blanket together, and they keep opening up. Hyunjin calls Felix the true symbol of Stray Kids, saying he's proud seeing him on billboards everywhere. Felix responds that it's all thanks to the members, and he's equally proud of Hyunjin. Then comes the first real tear-jerking moment. Hyunjin confesses that Felix has given him confidence and healing over the years, and Felix promises to keep being his source of strength. It's not just friendship goals, it's family. In a world where idols have to grow up so fast under constant spotlight, these two openly admit how much they lean on each other. Next come the compliments that are equal parts sweet and cringeworthy in the best way. Felix lists Hyunjin's charm points one by one, his eyebrows, eyes, mole, everything, and tells him to thank his mom for those genes. Hyunjin returns the favor, calling Felix's freckles stars. They reflect on how both have matured from the innocent baby versions of themselves during trainee days to people who now set healthy boundaries and think of others more. Felix says they used to act like little kids, but now they've grown into more considerate adults. Hyunjin proudly tells Felix he always grabs attention in their songs, and Felix reminds him that it's the members and Stay who make everything possible. Then we reach the peak of vulnerability, the part that truly breaks hearts. Hyunjin recalls how hard it was for Felix when he first moved from Australia to Korea and struggled to adapt. He admits it weighed heavily on him seeing Felix go through that. Now, years later, he's relieved and proud watching Felix fully settled and shining. Felix calls Hyunjin amazing and says he wants to protect him, that he feels relieved seeing Hyunjin happy and free. They describe each other as safe places to lean on. Felix gently tells the sensitive and delicate Hyunjin to rely on the members more, assuring him no one would ever hate him for it. This raw honesty about their struggles behind the glamorous stage is what makes moments like these so powerful. They even get poetic, describing each other's scent or aura. Hyunjin says Felix gives off a sweet, sunny vibe, like lying in the Australian sun petting animals. Felix describes Hyunjin as woody and passionate, like sketching in a quiet jazz cafe. Felix shares a touching story from his volunteer work with children in Laos, hand-painting with them and crying because of the warmth and smiles he received. He says making someone smile could be his life's purpose, and Hyunjin calls him an angel whose beliefs are worth protecting. Of course, there are lighter moments, too. They laugh remembering the time in Paris when Felix lost his card and Hyunjin panicked, calling the bank at 3 a.m., only for it to resolve in the funniest way. They talk about loving photo books to preserve memories and dream of one day holding a joint Hyunjin-Felix photography exhibition. Future plans include traveling to Switzerland to relax, touring Northern Europe, and volunteering to teach kids how to draw. They promise to never lose their romantic sides, no matter how old they get. The discussion wraps up with them taking selfies and wishing they had a Polaroid camera. Hyunjin leaves Felix with a heartfelt message. He remembers Felix's struggles moving countries, leans on his purity, and promises to walk beside him through all the romantic days ahead. They remind each other, and us, that their strength comes from stay, family, and the members. After hearing this incredibly deep conversation, what do you think? Is this the end of HyunLix as we know it, or actually the beginning of an even stronger chapter? Will we ever get that joint photo exhibition or see them volunteer together? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me your alt bias, your favorite Stray Kids ship, or how this discussion made you feel. I'm dying to read your opinions. If this breakdown hit you right in the feels, hit that like button right now. Subscribe so you never miss the latest K-pop updates, and turn on notifications to get alerted the second I post fresh tea straight from X or YouTube. Share this with your fellow Stay besties, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay tuned and remember, in the K-pop world, true friendship lasts forever. See you soon. Let's keep going, because honestly, this Hyunjin x Felix discussion deserves every single second of our attention. One thing that really stood out, and fans on X have been screaming about this nonstop, is how they kept circling back to the idea of healing each other. It wasn't just a throwaway line, it was the core of everything they said. Hyunjin straight up admitted that Felix's presence gave him confidence when he felt lost, especially during the overwhelming early years. And Felix? He looked Hyunjin in the eyes and said he draws strength from seeing Hyunjin finally free and happy after carrying so much pressure as the group's visual and unofficial artist. That mutual you heal me, I heal you dynamic isn't something you see every day, even in Stray Kids' famously close-knit bond. It's the kind of quiet, profound connection that makes HyunLix feel almost sacred to so many stays. Another layer that hit hard was how openly they talked about growth and boundaries. Remember when Felix gently told Hyunjin, "You're delicate and sensitive, lean on us more, no one will hate you for it." That moment felt like Felix giving Hyunjin permission to drop the perfect idol mask, even just a little. In an industry where vulnerability can be weaponized against you, hearing one member reassure another like that is huge. Hyunjin has always been painted as the dramatic, emotional one, but here we saw Felix acknowledging that side of him with nothing but warmth and protection. Fans have been making edits left and right with that clip, overlaying it with soft piano versions of Levanter or Case 143, and obviously, they're not wrong for it. Then there's the poetic side that only these two could pull off. The whole scent metaphor, chef's kiss. Hyunjin describing Felix as sweet sunshine and cozy animal cuddles under the Australian sky, while Felix painted Hyunjin as deep woody notes in a quiet jazz cafe with a sketchbook. Come on, that's straight out of a romance novel. It wasn't forced or cheesy, it felt completely natural because both of them are genuinely artistic souls. The way they talked about preserving memories through photography, dreaming of joint exhibitions, and even teaching kids art together someday, it gave us a glimpse of the future they imagined beyond Stray Kids schedules and world tours. A softer, slower life where they still create beauty side by side. Tell me that doesn't make your heart ache in the best way. And let's not sleep on the lighter moments that balanced all the tears. The Paris card panic story had me laughing through my sniffles. Hyunjin in full protective mode at 3 a.m., calling banks like a worried boyfriend, only for it to end in the most random, hilarious resolution. Those little anecdotes remind us that beneath the deep talks, they're still the same chaotic best friends who tease each other endlessly. Felix calling Hyunjin's old short hair baby era, and Hyunjin firing back about how manly he is now. Classic sibling energy mixed with something undeniably tender. At the end of the day, this discussion didn't feel like the end of HyunLix. If anything, it felt like a renewal. They acknowledged the past struggles, celebrated how far they've come, and made quiet promises to keep walking together through romantic days, creative projects, healing moments, all of it. For a ship that's lived mostly in fan edits, airport photos, and subtle stage interactions, getting this level of raw confirmation that their bond is real, deep, and evolving, it's everything Stays have ever hoped for. So now I'm throwing it back to you again. After all this, do you think HyunLix just leveled up to something even more unbreakable? Or are we reading too much into best friend soulmate energy, as usual? Drop your longest rants in the comments. I read every single one. Which moment wrecked you the most? The healing confessions? The scent metaphors? The future dreams? Let's keep this conversation going because this discussion deserves to stay trending forever. Like if you're still emotional, subscribe if you need more breakdowns like this in your life, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong, fam. We survived another HyunLix heart attack.